Hey everybody, how you guys doing? Uh, I was waving. I got a special guest in the green room, and we're fixing to get this show started off wide open. How about that? So, has everybody got your coffee ready? I'm nearly done with my first cup, and I'm just getting started. Let's say who all's in here. Jerry Holly with the man, first one in the room. Weekend RVing, Over the Hill RV, New Horizons, the biggest Bama fan we all know. Mel Nettie, living free, zip codeless. Let's see. Let's go on down. I think I got everybody. Maybe I didn't miss anybody. So thank you all for coming in, and we are going to introduce you guys to a fairly or brand new channel. I met them, where I meet a lot of channels in Instagram. Um, and I think they're gonna fit in very, very, very good. Right off the bat, they were ready to come and meet everybody. And when we started talking on Instagram, and it just seemed like it clicked real early about them wanting to join in and be a part of something maybe a little bit bigger than themselves. And so I think they're gonna fit in good, and they like to do cooking videos. So with all that said, let's bring up one half I see of pull through sites, and this is Miss Jessica, and so the name of their channel is Pull Through Sites, and here is Miss Jessica. Hey.
Hey, good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Great. Ready to get another day started. I'll give you a little tip. When you do, this may be your first live, but when you sign in your name, sign in your channel name and then / Jessica.
Got it.
That way, your channel name is on the screen the whole time you're on.
I like it.
So, just a little tip.
Yeah,
and I guess I should tell everybody that when I invite them to be on. So,
yeah.
Anyway, so this is Miss Jessica with Pull Through Sites. So, tell everybody who you are and what you guys are all about and how long you've been going.
Sure, absolutely. So, as you mentioned, I am one half of Pull Through Sites. The other half works nights, so he's sleeping right now. But my husband Rusty and I, we have been married for almost 13 years. And when we first got married, I knew nothing about camping, and that man lives and breathes the woods. And so take somebody who, likes to stay in hotels with somebody who will sleep in the back of his truck and merge them together, and you have us. And at the end of the day, after about, one of the first things we registered for was a tent when we were getting married. And my love for camping has grown over the years, and so much so that at this point now in my life, we can be driving down the highway and I can tell you exactly the layout of any camper that we pass.
Wow.
It's just, we're on our second rig at this point. And my love for camping really came alive whenever we got our first camper in 2015. I was like, wow, this is easy, And so my love for it grew, and out of that grew Pull Through Sites.
And I love the name.
We are all about making camping easy and fun. And when you think of a pull through site, it's easy. It makes your weekend a lot more fun because you just pull right in.
Yeah.
And at this point, we're weekend warriors. We are packing the rig throughout the week, pulling out on Friday, beating traffic to get to our site to enjoy 48 hours. So our brand, all of our stuff is all about how we can make that weekend just that much better.
Yeah, I watched a couple of your videos this morning. I've been running bad behind, so we've been slammed and doing some stuff. And so I got up this morning, got my coffee, got in here, got on the computer, and you have a cool idea with the last minute bag.
Yeah.
and that I'm going to show that video here. Let me just go ahead and show it now,
Okay.
and then we can talk about that a little bit. And so I'm going to get this going. So that's what we do a lot of. We we highlight the stuff on your channel we think people like, and then we ask them to go back and watch it again. So
Mm-hmm.
we try to show the short videos and give everybody a little glimpse into what you guys are all about. So in other words, we try to sell. Whoops, posted the wrong one. That is actually their site, guys.
Yeah, that's our YouTube channel.
I just put the wrong one up there. Share screen. Right here it is. So y'all check out this. About a couple minutes long, and it's a great idea. I don't know why Carrie from the Art of RVing hadn't already thought of this. She thinks of everything. But anyway, y'all check this out. Pretty cool.
People have asked us, like, what is this thing? Why do you have it? Let me tell you the story.
I did hit the audio, didn't I?
Anytime we go camping, one of the best things that we love about the camper is you have a second set of everything in the camper. So in our bathroom up there, we have a second set of, contact solution, contact containers. I have a spare pair of glasses that are up there. We have just extra of everything, right? But there's certain things that you just don't keep in the camper, like medicine or, Rusty, his glasses. He doesn't have an extra pair, so his glasses. All kinds of things that just don't stay in the camper. Sometimes for us it's dog food. Sometimes we forget that. But that's what the last minute bag is. So what we do is we hang this bag on the back of our bedroom door before and after any trip. And before the trip, we just start throwing stuff in as the week goes. I'm like, oh, I need this. Oh, I forgot to put this in there. And I just keep throwing stuff in. And in the morning that we leave, everything that's just not a second set in the camper gets thrown in the last minute bag. I also do this whenever I don't want to clean the camper or do the dishes after a trip. So I take everything in and then wash it, and then I will throw everything in the last minute bag to bring back out to the camper when we get to wherever we're going. That's what the bag is. It is just simply a quick and easy bag to throw everything in during the week, get ready for the weekend trip, and then just grab the bag and you're out the door. Camper is locked up, slides are in, you are ready to go, got your bag, and you're out the door. So check out our last minute bags. They are super fun, very, very durable, so you can put a lot of stuff in them, and they're great for your next trip.
So that was a great idea. And I'll tell you something else I thought of. The fact that you wrote that on the bag. So if you stuff that you have sitting around your house, if you see it every day, it starts to blend in. Mm-hmm. But if you have that wrote on that bag, it catches your eye.
Yep. And I'll tell you, like, the bag is hanging on our door right now. We have a random Milwaukee battery in there that goes to a thing in the camper. I have a spoon that I was like, this is a camper spoon. Why is it in my house? It goes in the bag. I'm going to go out later today and clean out the camper and take my bag out there with everything that I've just randomly put in there,
I thought it was a great idea.
Thank you.
So meant to be RV said that she was multitasking. Yep. We do that a lot on here. So a lot of people listen and don't get to actually interact. But you guys out in the chat, y'all have any questions, just tag me in it. And I may have to pull it up on the YouTube channel, but just tag me in it, and I'll try to catch it and ask. The only thing is, if you tag me in it, I don't see it in StreamYard. Well, maybe I'll see it. So let me go back a little bit. The channel name, Our Epic RV Adventure, is Pull Through Sites. I was telling Jessica when she come home that from now on to write her channel name, so that way everybody will know. So yeah, it's Pull Through Sites. I put a link and meant to be RV and just put another link to it. I was going to look earlier and see. Let's see here. So yeah, you've done gained 5 subscribers since you've been on. So
Thank you.
uh, we're not, and me and you, we've talked some, but not really got a chance to talk a whole lot. But when I told you that I was going to introduce you to our RV family, we have a big community of people. Now we have more than just RV people, but we have people that we all come together with the same mindset of, you know, it's not just grow as fast as you can grow and just take and go out and just try to get sub for sub channel. We try to get people that will join your channel, that will support your channel. In other words, watch videos, maybe be interested in the things that you have that help make things easier. And that's what our community is about. When me and Tammy came in with Daydream, we had like 15 subscribers, and within a matter of weeks, we had met 200 or 300 friends, and a lot of them are real close friends. A lot of these guys that you see in the chat, I have their cell phone number, and they're all over the world. Uncle Lisa Production, he's in here. I thought I seen him a while ago. He's in Finland.
Oh, wow.
And so and then we have like posh campings over the pond, across the pond, and we have people from all over the world in our community, but we all try to support each other. We can't support them every day, but we try
No.
to support them in some way. So, but you'll grow with quality subscribers.
That's what, honestly, that's the beauty of camping. I mean, one of the stories that Rusty will always tell. So in the fall, Rusty likes to hunt. So in the fall, we are up at his hunting spots every weekend, and so I'm always back at the camper, reading, hiking. We have 2 dogs. I'm walking, all that kind of stuff. And he'll come back from being in the tree all day. And he's like, what'd you do? And I'm like, oh, me and Linda, we talked about this, and Jerry and I. And he's like, who are these people? I'm like, oh, Jerry's on site 202 and Linda's over here. And he's like, did you just randomly go up and talk? And I'm like, well, yeah.
Yeah.
That's what camping is about. I mean, I have tons of stories where, we, in our first camper, we, we hooked up one year with this great group of friends, and we are friends with these people outside of camping.
Right.
It's just, and it was amazing to me to see when our camper, our plug actually caught on fire on the box one time. Every one of those guys, and there's like 6 guys in that group, and their families and all that. Every one of those guys dropped their horseshoes, dropped their drinks, and we all took off running to my camper. And
Yeah.
you don't get that a lot of times in other places. You get that with camping.
Oh yeah. We had my hearing aid squealing against the microphone, but we had a channel. They're not on here this morning, but Thin Blue Lane. They were traveling with their rig to another location, and part of the wall like started coming off, or part of the side started coming off, and it started having issues. And I think they were headed towards Florida, and they called up Blue Wave Odyssey, which may come in here tonight or today, and he just sort of walked with them through it, just sort of talked with them, settled them down, and was trying to work with them to try to find a place to get it fixed. And then the next week, one of the other channels said, "Hey, let's chip in and help pay to fix their rig, and so they don't have to take that money out of their emergency fund."
Nice.
And so in 24 hours, it cost them $300 to get the rig fixed, which was incredibly cheap.
Yeah.
I mean, they found a great spot, and the people were super nice, and they fixed it cheap. And anyway, in like 24 hours, they raised enough money to replenish their emergency fund just out of a bunch of channels chipping in $5 or $10 and put that back in, and was able to go on. So without getting specific, but what state are you guys based out of?
We are Missouri.
Missouri.
Mm-hmm.
So Jerry Holly's up in Kansas. I don't know exactly where, but that's not too far from you guys.
No, not at all. Not at all. Yeah.
So Jerry's the man. Me and Jerry, you see me and Jerry on a lot of shows together, back and forth. He runs I run the morning show, and Jerry Holly runs a late night party.
Yeah,
And
I've heard of him. Yep.
yep, and so you'll have to. I know Jerry will want you to come by to that. That's fun. That thing starts out, and it may go into way early morning hours, but we have a blast. All we do is unwind from all day, and meant to be RVing usually there. It's usually me and Jerry and meant to be RVing, and Amy McFarland and Nettie. We have usually a pretty wild crew on the panel. We can put 6 people on the screen at one time.
Oh, nice.
I call it the Saturday Night Live of RVers. Old school.
Old school. I love
Yeah.
it.
So
I love
tell us
it.
about your rig. I think you guys have worked up to a fifth wheel.
Yeah. So we started, our first rig in 2015 was a Tracer Air. We bought that because we had an '05 Dodge Ram that could pull out 7,000 pounds. So we got a rig about 5,100. Funny story. The rule was when we first started looking at campers was either we get a rig that will fit our current truck, or if Rusty was getting a bigger truck, I was going to get a bigger camper. So we bought a camper that fit our truck. But about 4 months in, Rusty just didn't like it. He's like, I just don't like the way this truck is pulling. It didn't shift down right, on long hills and stuff like that. So he got a new truck, and 3 months later, I started looking for a new camper.
That's the way it works, right?
That was the deal.
Yeah.
So in, I guess, late 2016, because we bought, I don't know, I think we bought February 2016. So late 2016, we started looking for a new rig, and I wanted a fifth wheel. I was kind of dead set on a couple of things, but when I narrowed it down, I just wanted a designated living room. I didn't want the living room and the kitchen to be all one big open area where the TV is next to the fridge or it's in some weird place. I didn't want that. So we ended up with a Montana. We have, it's about 41 foot, and it's 2017, and we love it. It came down to this rig and one with the front kitchen, and the front kitchen design they had back then. Isn't it the weirdest things that trip you up? But the front kitchen they had back then in the Montana, the booth in the front came around and hit the fridge on one side, so you couldn't get out. I said, who designed that?
Yeah.
So we X'd that, and we also in the living room was in the middle, which was nice. But what we thought is, if somebody comes and stays with us, like, we get up early, we have our coffee, we do all that. We didn't want to wake anybody up trampling through. Well, hindsight's 2020, right? Anytime somebody camps with us, we usually give them our bedroom, and we stay in the living room because we're up early. So I'm like, well, now Montana has fixed the front kitchen, and we know what we know about people staying with us. So secretly, I'm ready for a new rig, but Rusty's not having it.
To me.
Yeah.
So we've got a toy hauler, work and play toy hauler, and we bought ours with for a specific reason, and that may shift a little bit, but we had talked all along. We bought a toy hauler for 2 reasons. One, to haul some stuff in our business, and 2, we was going to convert the toy hauler into a living room / inventory room for one of our businesses we own. We knew all along that for what we needed, we was not going to be able to find a living room like we wanted. So we were going to have to make it for what we needed. Now, looking back now, I wish we just went ahead and bought one for our luxury needs and then worried about the business needs second. But like you say, you live and learn. And I love our camper. We've not got to use it much. We've only had it since about October. So we've been camping in it 4 times, I think. And it's great. I like it, but I'm like you. I'm always spotting something different.
Mm-hmm.
I think I would love the rear living room. with all the windows.
Yep.
That's what I'm leaning toward if we upgrade.
That's what we had. That's ours. So ours is the rear living room. Both slides out for the couches, TVs
Yeah.
against the back wall with the windows on the sides. I mean, it's
So do
great.
you have the slides that are across from each other in the living room? So when you open it up, it's like a sticks and bricks living room, ain't it? Yeah.
Yep.
That's what I want. That's what I want.
And I mean, both beds fold out. We've actually put, so one of our sayings, if anybody heads over to our website, pullthroughsites.com, one of the sayings on our shirts is our camper sleeps too. Because everybody sees our rig, they see us pull in and they're like, gosh, that's huge. Like, how many people does that sleep? We're like, two. Sleeps two.
I love how you keep up with that.
Well, and
the little phrases.
Yeah. In all honesty, though, we have put 6 adults and 5 kids in that rig.
Wow.
And it's tight, but we've done it.
I don't, I'm not a fan of, when the kids were little, we would invite friends, let them bring a friend. But I am not big on inviting like my brothers or sisters. I mean, that's not a thing for me. That's not relaxing to me. I mean, I love my brothers and sisters. Don't get me wrong.
Mm-hmm.
But to me, if they all want to go, they can rent a cabin.
Yeah.
And it's not that I'm too good. It's just nobody relaxes. Like if I couldn't relax if I was staying in your camper with you guys. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get
You're
it.
not comfortable and you can't sleep, and you're better off renting one of the little cabins at the campground if we're all going to be at the same place.
Mm-hmm. We did
rent
that.
a hotel, meet up.
Yep, we did that. So we do a big trip every year, usually like July, August, with friends. And there's about 5 or 6 couples, and we all go. And one of the couples stays with us. Their daughter's 3. They're our best friends, so
Right.
we don't mind that. They have the boat, we have the camper, But one year, like, I think the first year we did that, we had was the year we put 6 adults in there, and I thought, and everybody kind of agreed, we're not going to do that again.
Yeah.
We don't have children. I enjoy being that person that creates the memories.
Right.
And for example, some good friends of ours, they were camping in their backyard this weekend, and their oldest son, who's just turned 13, woke up and said, are we going to have donuts?
Yeah.
And his mom's like, what do you mean? And he goes, well, every time we camp, we have to have homemade donuts. And so, like, that's a thing, we always get up and make homemade donuts. And if you don't know what those are, that it's just homemade with the little canned biscuits, and you cut them up and you put them in the fryer.
Yep.
You toss them in cinnamon sugar, but that's a memory that we've created. So I like being that person, but you don't have to stay with me for me to be that person.
I took me and Tammy several years, been about 10 years ago now. I had a 36-foot Gulfstream Canyon Trail, fifth wheel. And our kids were younger, and so they had their own bedroom. It was the bunk style bedroom, and they had their own bathroom. They shared the bathroom with we had 2 bathrooms, one in the master and then a bathroom on the end. So they had basically their own bathroom, but it shared with anybody that came in. But I carried that thing on a deer hunting trip with me and some friends from church and just a whole crew of us. And we had 5 guys deer hunting. And my wife laid down the law because our camper was fairly new. We bought it new, and it was still fairly new. And she laid down the law. If she found any red clay or anything in that camper, we was all going to die. So, but it worked out good. Everybody had a good time. We hung out. But now we were, we're deer hunters. We wasn't worried about, just sitting around doing nothing when we come in from hunting because we was all wore out. It was like we'd worked all day. And it worked out really good. I'll never forget that trip. But it was a good trip. But let's go up here, and I want to show another one of your videos.
Yeah.
That I think everybody will like. And we're going to get into some cooking.
I love cooking. I love food.
And Jessica Ryder, a mid-30s couple who believe ourselves to be the ultimate weekend warriors. We started our camping adventures over 10 years ago with a big box store tent and have worked our way up to a fifth wheel with many, many adventures in between. Come with us as we explore all we can from Friday through Sunday and always look for a pull-through site.
So I'm in the camper and I'm whipping up some dinner for Rusty when he gets back. He went hunting. It is deer season and he's out bow hunting. So I'm making jalapeno and cheddar stuffed burgers tonight. So what I've got in here is 3 jalapenos. I did not seed them. I just chopped them up. And then also I chopped up, we have a big block of cheese. It's this big Cabot cheese. I just diced it up really small and put it in here. So to this, I'm going to add my burger. I have 2 pounds of ground burger. This is grass-fed. This is from the cow that we get every year. So I'm going to put that in there. And then the secret ingredient, because I thought this is the best thing about camping, is when you think you pack stuff or you think you have stuff in the camper, you don't double check yourself and you realize you don't have what you need. So I don't actually have breadcrumbs. So, and the crackers we had in here were stale. So I bought Rusty some spicy jalapeno chips. I'm actually just going to crush these up and use them as a binder, as well as 2 eggs. I'm going to patty these up, and I don't feel like starting to grill. I'm just going to do them in an electric skillet, and we'll have dinner. We'll have stuffed burgers for dinner, so stay tuned because they're going to be great.
So I got to know in the chat, who else has these awesome old school rugs in your camper?
What is it about RVs? We always have to put rugs down everywhere, and we hate carpet, right?
I hate carpet. You can see, like in our bedroom back there, there's carpet. I hate it.
And that's it. I made 5 burgers. They're big, they're thick, they're going to be juicy. I'm going to pop them in the refrigerator, let them continue to come together like this. And then I'm going to start working on a side item for Rusty.
Those look awesome. They look awesome.
Anything that we can stuff into a burger, we try to.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Burger is a camper's friend, right?
Oh, for sure.
We're going to have to introduce you to Blackstone Grills.
Okay, so Rusty and I just talked about this yesterday, actually. So give me your opinion. What do you think?
I am an unofficial spokesman for Blackstone Grills.
Okay.
If you don't have one, just go buy one. That's all you need to know.
So tell me the difference between that and my electric skillet.
Well, I don't know about electric skillet, but Blackstone Grill is cast iron cooking on the grill.
Okay.
You can throw away about every pan you have in your cabinets if you have a Blackstone Grill, because you cook everything right on the surface. And when you're done, leave it hot, take your spatula, rake it down, oil it down, you're done.
So it's a
cast iron grill.
Okay.
And so if you get the 17 inch, you get 1 burner. If you get the 22 inch, you get 2 burners. I love the 2 burners. So, because if you're done cooking something, you just rake it to the side and let it stay warm and while you're still cooking. And I love it. We've had a couple of channels order one in the last few days. Roy and Becky's Travel and Bach Van D just both ordered 17 inch. What is this?
I love you get kicked out of the RV club if you don't have one. I saw one yesterday. Somebody posted one yesterday with the burners and then the fryer on the side. And I thought, okay.
Yep.
I could get on board with that.
I was watching. We were all talking. Somebody said something about cooking biscuits on a
Mm-hmm.
Blackstone, and you can actually do that. You buy this little, I guess, grill stand, that raises it up off
Mm-hmm.
just a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
and you actually place your biscuits on that. They actually uh, laid them on the griddle for a second and got them brown, and then put them on the the little stand, and then put a pan over the top, a pan cover over the top, and man, it made some awesome biscuits. So,
Hmm. I'm
uh,
a I'm a fan of biscuits and gravy. That's
oh,
my oof. But I'll admit I'm kind of a snob about it. Like I can't do the canned gravy. It's got to be the homemade, like from scratch with the bacon grease.
well, another thing about the Blackstone, I learned about it on. Actually, the first time I heard about it, even though they sold them here locally, I just never paid no attention to what it was. But I was watching Keep Your Daydream,
Mm-hmm.
and they had lost theirs out of the side of their camper. Y'all remember that episode? And
Mm.
they was going down the road and they heard something horrible, and they walked around, didn't see nothing other than a door open. They shut the door, didn't think nothing about it, and got to the campsite and realized that was their Blackstone grill that had fell out. And then I got to see it demoed on Changing Lanes. They're
Uh-huh.
a good channel,
Yep.
and he had what I have now. He had the 22-inch with the collapsible stand,
Mm.
and he was telling why you wanted a 22 over a 17, and he really sold me on it. So I ordered mine. You can get them at Walmart with the whole kit.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not as it's not that easy. You have to untwist and then it slides together, but it folds up, and I lay it in the back of my truck with the grill, and I've got a cover. But it is you can get it like Roy and Becky got theirs. They're going to use theirs on top of their stove, so that's why they got a 17-inch.
Mm. Yeah.
So
See, I put our electric skillet on top of our stove,
yeah,
and I use that. But I think our next purchase will probably be the Pit Boss Tailgater smoker.
uh-huh. I got a
We
Traeger, which is the same
same.
basic principle. Yeah, just
Yeah.
a different brand.
Mm-hmm.
I wished I had a small one to go in my grill. Uh, oh Lord. Uh, Happy Place Diaries. He's big on cast iron cooking and Dutch oven cooking. He
Love it.
restores cast iron,
Really?
and he's a cast iron guru. But the biggest thing, I think, the biggest pro, and somebody said on here, it may have been Bill with Nursing Our Travel Bug, said he's going to replace the outside grill of his camper with a Blackstone. Uh, I
Mm.
mean, you think about how much weight you carry in
Yeah.
pots and pans, which the Blackstone's not light. But if you have a place you can put it, it empties out a lot of cabinet space. Because literally, you don't need all that other stuff.
Yeah.
And you can get an adapter. A lot of them comes with only the adapter for the small canisters, but mine came with the adapter. Since I bought the stand and everything all together, the kit, it come with the adapter for the big bottles, so you can
Oh.
hook it straight into your RV.
Oh, nice.
I think you like it. I
Yeah.
think you would love it. So you're gonna have
Our
to look into that.
I'll look into that. Storage is really not an issue for us. For
Yeah.
you pack a lot of stuff in a rig, but Rusty actually built in our basement. He built of the camper. He built a shelf that hangs from the uh, I want to say steel beams. It's not that. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
But anyway, he built a shelf. So that has a lot of our, like we have a small little grill. We have our cast iron skillets, all that kind of stuff. And then he also somehow screwed things in there for their fishing poles. So he's got holes in there. I'll have to post a picture online, but all
That's
these fishing
another video.
right, all of his fishing poles hang from underneath, so they don't get tangled up and all that kind of stuff. So then we have the whole bottom. Yeah, we put a lot of stuff in it, but it can be organized.
Yeah. Uh, yeah. that's the thing with RVs. You got to think. Sometimes you sort of got to think outside the box, and you actually really you got to put it in there and see how it don't work before you know how to make it work. We don't have that's the downside to a toy hauler. You have no storage.
Yeah.
Because it takes up everything.
Yeah.
I'm going to actually buy a portable generator to go in the back of my truck so I can have the space that they designated for a generator for storage for all my hoses and stuff. Because, I mean, we literally have no storage on the outside. So,
yeah, the space in the front of ours where a generator would go, that's where all of our lawn chairs are.
Yeah. Yep.
We don't boondock. We're not boondockers.
Yeah, we've not done any boondocking, but up around where Susan them lives, up around the Smoky Mountains, they have a lot of campgrounds that have no hookup, but they have awesome views. So you can park like on the edge of the mountain and overlook the mountain, but they have no hookup. So if you're going to camp there, you have to have some kind of backup plan. Happy Place Diaries and the Uncle Lisa Productions on me about my Blackstone. Speaking of Blackstone, I'm going to have a slot dog video coming up in a few days of me cooking slot dogs on a Blackstone and a Traeger. So I have two favorite grills, Blackstone and Traeger. So
nice.
I love my Traeger too.
So have you taken a rig to the Smoky Mountains?
Yeah, we just got back in October, and it is the nicest campground we ever stayed in, ever. And we've been camping. We've been married 32 years, and we've been camping from tents. We worked our way all the way up into what we have now. But Anchor Down Campground.
Okay.
Is not far from where the Bush Bean plant is.
Okay.
It's in that area. You're a little bit out, but you're not too far out. You still can drive into town and.
Yeah, so we went on a family trip to the Smoky Mountains. We stayed in Gatlinburg.
Yeah.
And we stayed in a cabin, but we were driving through the mountains and everything else. And some of those turns, I was like, I don't know that we'll make it around that corner all in one lane with our rig, you know. But yeah, we drove through the campgrounds and it was really funny. My sister-in-law, who doesn't camp at all, she was like, well, how big is your camper? And she's like, is it that big? And I'm like, no, our camper's bigger than that.
Yeah.
Bigger than that,
yeah, gotta get that in there.
We're trying to figure out what sites we could get into and all that stuff, but it was beautiful. We loved it.
You would love Anchor Down. Anchor Down don't have a mountain view. It has a big lake. And if you have young kids that hang out, or if you like water slides, they have this big lake. And Susan probably knows what the name of it is. But anyway, they've got a water slide slides off the hill down into the lake, and they have like a beach area. None of that was open when we were there in October or November, whenever we were there.
Yeah,
it's a nice campground. They're real picky on the rigs they allow in. Y'all wouldn't have any problem. We got in, but and they got a lot of little bitty rules, you know, but nothing that people can't get by with. Not a lot of shade trees, so if you're looking for a shade, you won't find much of that. But they actually have like fireplaces, not fire pits. They have fire pits too, but they have fireplaces at a lot of their campsites.
Okay.
So you can have open fires in the fireplace and sit around. It's pretty cool. You'll have to pull it up. It's Anchor Down.
I'll look at that. That's awesome.
There's another nice campground that I don't know. I've never been in it with a big rig, but when you come in, if you're coming from Sevierville into Gatlinburg, I think it's the first red light. You turn back left and it goes up by the school. There's a school up there on the left, I think. Anyway, up in that area, there's a bunch of campgrounds, and we stayed at one there. I can't remember the name of it, but it's right by the creek. They call it the river. We call it the creek. It's not that big. Anyway, it's pretty nice, and I've seen some pretty big rigs in there, but I don't know about 42 foot. I don't know about that now.
That's always our, being that we just camp on the weekends right now. A lot of people, they'll ask us, why do you always go to the same spot? And I'm like, because I know we can get in there. And when we have 48 hours, we don't get the time to kind of just pick and choose and, we can just slide in here and find a place. No, we go where we know.
Yeah. Well, and two, you don't have 2 days to get to somewhere.
Right.
We have a lot of great places around where we live. Matter of fact, 2 of the 4 places we camped at had been within an hour of our house. One of the places is within about 20 minutes. DeSoto State Park, y'all would love it. They have pull-through sites.
Nice.
And so that makes it nice. Thank you, son. Coffee run.
Oh, great. I don't
awesome
have one of those kids that I can just go, hey, coffee.
I'm gonna really miss that. He's got 2 more years of college. He's fixing to graduate RN school, and he's got 2 more years. So he wants to be a nurse practitioner. So I got him at home for 2 more years at least.
Somebody go to the grass, take the trash out, right?
Yeah, he's the man. He's the hardest worker. We own an inflatable company. He's the hardest worker we've ever had. I don't care if it's paid or what. He'll outwork me, and he don't get after it as fast as I do, but he'll outwork me by the end of the day.
Nice.
And he's just a go-getter. I didn't hear bragging on you, son. Hey, come here. So did everybody enjoy Thomas's banana bread? This Thomas, our son, made banana bread. It was on yesterday's video. He likes to cook. So this is Jessica. They have a site called Pull Through Sites. Ain't that a cool name? She likes to cook too. And Thomas likes spicy food.
Oh.
So he's going to love your jalapeno stuffed hamburgers.
Yeah.
We'll have to watch that. All right. See ya. Thank you. He'll let me aggravate him a little bit. He won't let me, he won't come on live. Now, he buzzed my hair the other day for Jerry. Jerry Holly's wife is sick, and we raised some money for Jerry the other day. And I told the chat one day, just in talking, I said, if y'all raise $1,000 to give to Jerry, I'll let my son buzz my hair off. It's growing back, but
it's coming back.
Yeah. So that's one of our most watched videos. My son sitting here and buzzing my hair off. So what is up next for Pull Through Sites? What is y'all planning on going full time in the future or not? Or
we will be weekend warriors probably until Rusty retires. So that's just how it rolls with us. But
yeah,
as far as the brand, we have shirts and we have our camping, our last minute bags, we have camping journals. We are working on currently a women's line, like a women's only line, of just comfy clothes. So all of our shirts, I've got our long sleeve on right now. They're all unisex. They're a little more heavy duty. All of our stuff's made in America. So I'm working on a women's line to come out with just easy, fun stuff that I love, for the weekend.
Right.
Swimsuit cover-up, stuff that's going to get you down in the water, or, nice, good hiking pants, stuff like that.
Yeah, it's going to be stuff that you use, I assume, and that's going to be the difference in it.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, good deal. Well, hey, let's see how good we've helped you out here. And so you was at 44 when the show started. You're at 54.
Nice. Thank you all so much.
And so we will. There's a lot of channels in here that would love to have you to come by. Wait a minute. Jerry Holly wants to know if y'all do the sticker swaps. Do y'all have stickers? Do you know about sticker swaps?
So I do know about sticker swaps. We have not made one yet, but that is coming as well.
Okay. So as soon as you get them, you'll have to let me know. So Jerry Holly, I can connect with her on Instagram, and y'all can all connect with her on Instagram. Mm-hmm. So if y'all want her on or want them on your channel, you'll have to, I guess that's the best way, or go through your website.
Yeah, Instagram is fine.
So we're on Instagram. That's how we connected.
Yeah, everything that we are is just at Pull Through Sites.
All right, Uncle Lisa has a dumb question.
Okay.
But I'm going to ask it. and you would have to have hung out here for a long time to really understand the joke behind that. But Uncle Lisa Production wants to know if you're going to make a lasagna video. Making
Uh,
lasagna. Do you like lasagna? Let me ask. Do you like lasagna?
I,
Honest. Be honest.
I love lasagna. And
Oh no.
Rusty actually
I
just
can't
refilled
find
his coffee
anybody
and
on
he's
this show that
smiling.
hates lasagna.
Oh, I'll do this. Uncle Lisa, let me test it in the Dutch oven. I have not made it in a Dutch oven. So let me test it in the Dutch oven camping and then I'll post it.
He
And
threw me under the bus. I got on here one day and made the comment. I was telling about eating some that I like, but in the process, I said I don't like lasagna. But and all he took was I don't like lasagna, and he threw me under the bus and then pulled back over me. And he thought that everybody should like lasagna. So our epic RV adventure has a lasagna video.
yeah.
I hear it's good. I haven't got to watch it yet, but Jerry Holly, you just need to start doing Instagram.
Right. Or Jerry, we're on Facebook too. Do you Facebook?
Yep, he Facebooks because he friended me this month. Hey, do you have your email on your about page?
Uh-huh.
Okay,
Yep.
so y'all can go to their about page and email them because I think Jerry's gonna want you on his show.
Yeah.
He has a regular show, but he also has the night crew. I don't know if he would want you to come on the night crew. It's a little rowdy, but anyway, everybody's always welcome. But he might want to interview you on his. He has a regular weekly show.
Weekly show, yeah.
And so,
well, if I come on the night show, I might have to have a couple super coffees.
Super coffee, yep. Hey, I think a few people that has been on our night show that's had a little bit of super coffee. Let's see here. Make sure that anybody got any more questions before we let her go. And like when you get off, you can go down in the chat and talk with everybody if you want to. So you can, you know all about that. Just pull it up on YouTube and just go over into the chat and they'll laugh and cut up with you because we're going to go till a couple hours. So we'll go to like 11.
Okay.
I mean, 11 Central, 12 Eastern. Everyone welcome New Horizons has moonshine. New Horizons is from Tennessee. She lived right there near Sevierville, Tennessee. And we all know what is popular in Sevierville, Tennessee. And New Horizons gets a little carried away. So she says she drinks sweet tea, but we've started to doubt that statement.
It's spicy.
Just saying, your actions speak louder than words. That's all I'm saying.
Puts it in a tea glass. I like it.
Yeah. So it was awesome having you on here. And
thank you.
I will get with you and we will have you on our Tuesday. Our Tuesday night show has a different crowd.
Okay.
And so if you want to, here in a few weeks, we'll get you on the Tuesday night. And maybe if you will hang out around some of these channels, and then Blue Wave Odyssey is a good channel to hang out.
Okay.
And I can message you all this, but you will meet. Blue Wave runs about 100, and our Epic RV, their channel about like they're a good channel to hang out at. I mean, any of these channels that has live stream would welcome you. And
awesome.
I know that with your cooking and with your camping and all that, you're going to fit in great, and you have a great attitude too. That's awesome. So
thank you all so much.
Great having you, and we'll see you around all these channels.
Yep, will do. Thank you.
All right, thanks. So how cool was that, guys? So Uncle Lisa, I think they're at 50. Let me refresh it. 58. That's a good bump from 44 to 58. Thanks, guys, for supporting them. And I know that they would love to connect with you guys and be on your live stream. So, Happy Place Diaries made a great post there. If you sub, we all do it the right way, and I think that goes without saying with you guys. So, watch their videos. Mike and MJ, you just missed the new channel. They were here early, so we brought them up first thing. But Pull Through Sites is a new channel we featured this morning, and there they are in the chat. So they're a great new channel. Y'all are gonna love them. They're a good cooking channel. And pull through site Jessica, Mike, and MJ. Go over there and connect with them. MJ does a Friday shout out, and uh, uh, check her out and get to know them. And they'll be great supporters of you. I know they'll love your channel, and they're the ones that brought us into this community. So we had a little bitty 15 subscriber channel, and MJ said, "Hey, you need to come over and meet our RV family." And then the next thing you know it, we have met all these yahoos that I call family. So, and I love this bunch to death, and don't know what I would do without them, especially during this time. I think we were all sent to each other. Some people look at that different, but I believe we were all brought together so that we could withstand the storm. So I know it's been good for me. I don't know what I'd done without you guys. I'm about to pull a KT here. Huh. So, anyway, did Sweet Baby Roy come in the building? I didn't see them. So let me get us a. Michael at Our Epic RV Adventure. What are you doing? You working? You want to come up here and talk about something new? Boy, I love the second part of the video. If y'all have not watched that combat, I always get the name mixed up, but it's a combat restaurant. It is a great video series. They're on part 2, and they got one more to go. And so the first 2 parts, I've just been blown away at the stuff that I've learned from listening to them and seeing what their business model is and their history in dealing with things. It's been amazing. There you go, Michael. I just put the link in there. But it's amazing. Combat Cafe. Thanks, Happy Place Diaries. Any of you guys that likes cast iron or Dutch oven cooking, y'all got to check out Happy Place Diaries. I've got to get over there and watch it, but I've been seeing some thumbnails pop up about his cast iron, and I love that. I've got some Dutch ovens, and I like to cook peach cobbler and stuff like that. I grew up in the Boy Scouts, and we cooked peach. Our scoutmaster had a great recipe for peach cobbler, and we would make that on our big campouts. And so, Johnny's Journey, don't celebrate 100 mark until they're 5 over. Yeah, I know about that. Did I give you the right link, Michael? Our Epic RV Adventure. Man, we got 25 people in here. So I want to talk about something while we wait on Michael to come up here. So you know that we've been dealing with the microphone issues. We were blessed, our channel was, and we were gifted a microphone that Beyond Beauty uses, and it's a great microphone, but it did not want to work on my laptop. Matter of fact, we sent it back. Let me bring up Michael as we talk about this. You ready, Michael? So anyway, me trying to get that microphone to work, I recruited help from Michael and other channels, Imagine Your Odyssey, and we just kept working and working and working on the microphone, and we just could not seem to get it to quit squealing, and y'all heard the squealing. So Michael had got online and found this FiFine mic, and with his suggestion and Papa Drew's suggestion, I swapped to the FiFine mic. Well, I want to do an awesome about 10-second review on this FiFine mic. When they say plug and play, it is plug and play. It took longer to get it out of the box and assemble. Let me see if I can just give y'all a little view. It comes with the whole setup. So it comes with the part that mounts on the table and everything. It also comes with a tripod, so you can take the microphone out and mount it to a tripod and just have it sitting in front of you. It also comes with the phone. I'm trying it today without the phone piece. I just wanted to see the difference. The phone piece is just big and bulky, and I don't like it. But when I say it is plug and play, it's plug and play. I was going to be live on Papa Drew's show Friday. He's a fine man, as well as Michael has a lot of fine stuff. And so I jerked it out of the box, put it together, plugged it in, and we went live, and it worked. No issue. I don't want to brag on it too much, but no issues. There's a fine, yeah. So if you ask me for a suggestion for a boom mic or any microphone, I'm going to tell you to get the fine mic. Now there may be others that are just as good, but if you ask me, I'm going to tell you that's what you need to get.
Yeah, and I heard you say that about how you just got that thing unboxed literally 5 minutes before you went live last week, which is definitely a lot better than the last one you had.
Oh, we worked on that thing for between the two 5 weeks, probably
hours and days.
Yeah, I never did get it.
I'll say this much about the FiFine. Again, I'm not a endorsed, sponsored spokesman at all. Papa Drew is, because he got his stuff for free from FiFine, but he also gave it away too. So I don't know, but there's a lot of microphones out there, and they come in all different price ranges. But a lot of people say like Rode mics, get a Rode mic or get this particular mic, and they're like over $100, $100 to $500. Okay, and this is a wireless mic I have here, so this is a little wireless deal. And Papa Drew did a review on it, and that's why I bought it. And it's like $40. But you can get a lot more expensive microphones. But are you getting? You can pay 5 times more for a microphone, but is the quality 5 times better? Is it even noticeable quality? So you make your own decisions with your own money. That's what I'll say. But for me, I go inexpensive. I don't go cheap. I go inexpensive.
Yeah, I think this mic was $57.
Yeah, I think that's the one. Because I know it was under 60. Because I was looking on Amazon.
Now buy it on Amazon. That you won't hear me say that a whole lot, but it was a lot cheaper on Amazon than it was eBay. A lot cheaper. I want to think that on eBay this mic was like $90.
Yeah.
And
sorry, I saw Jerry ask the question. Yeah, the one I'm showing is a wireless mic, and it was like $40. And and if you go to any of my videos, there's a link to the our Amazon store with for this specific one, and it's also the same one that Drew had. And yeah, it's wireless. It's great. It actually even comes with a headset, so you can be like those motivational speakers in the Holiday Inn. you can wear a headset if you want. I don't know why, but I just use that.
This one, the one I'm using, this boom mic is a model T669. They make a different one that's similar, and you can buy it. I think you can buy this mic without the boom. I think you can buy it with just a tripod.
Yeah, I think there was a lot of different options.
But for what we paid for this, you'd pay the same amount on eBay for just a tripod. I might not ever use the tripod, but I might if my boom messed up. Also, another thing about this FiFine mic, the mounting hardware that mounts it to the table it has a bigger jaw, I guess you call it, so it fits a bigger thickness table. The other mic, I had to nearly force it onto the table. It wouldn't open up wide enough to fit on the. It did go on there, but it was a job to get it on there. And this one had about 1/8 of an inch to spare, and I'm set up on one of these. I call them Sam's Club, the white plastic tables, and so it mounts great to those. So, but But like I say, it all come with it. It actually does come with the screen, but it's huge. The screen is that much bigger, So I didn't want that either. So
Yeah, that's a studio microphone. For those of you who are wondering what Gary has, it's a studio microphone, so it's one that you'd use in a recording studio.
yeah,
But the fact that it just plugs into a USB port, and you don't need anything but to
yeah,
a
I didn't do
USB port. You
anything.
need a USB port.
All I
So,
done, I plugged it in. I clicked the link that Papa Drew sent me for the live stream. Before I went in the studio, I clicked on the mic button. I changed it from internal mic to USB mic and went live. That was that easy.
with
I
no
didn't have
squealing.
no squealing. Yeah. The other one was that easy as well, but you had a squealing that we could not. And in all fairness, there's people that uses them that has no problem. The other microphones, what I'm
Yep.
talking about. Beyond Beauty, to my knowledge, has never had a problem with hers. So
I think a couple of people in the community have that exact same one that Beyond Beauty has, and the original one you had,
yeah,
and none of them had any issues. So, I mean, you went through what, 2 or 3 different ones?
two.
So yeah, and they all had the exact same problem.
And what I
So
think it is, I think it's competing USB cards or sound cards, not USB. It comes with
yeah,
a sound card, and I think that sound card, there's no way of using it without it, because if you don't have it, it has another set of problems. If you do have it, I think it competes with the sound card in my MacBook. And so, anyway, I just wanted to tell you, I know I hadn't had a chance. I didn't have an unboxing on it. I'm not big on unboxing. I'd rather tell y'all about it here. Uh, and if y'all like it, that way y'all can see it in action, and I can give y'all a rundown on it. So save those videos for something like food, like Apple Crisp or like Shelly Donut video I got to go watch. And
yeah, There's our travel bug. That's got to be Bill. Nobody wants to hear squealing from Alabama.
yep.
That's true. And Foreverland wants to know: did the wireless mic replace the one you had with the 2 connected? No. We have the yellow way, which is which is just a microphone, a regular microphone like this, and it has a Y adapter. It came with a Y adapter, so they can plug in 2 microphones. So we use these. We use this a lot, and we also use the wireless. It just depends on the situation. If we're out moving around, walking around, and trying to be on camera, like the cooking video we just did, where Shelly made the bird dogs and the donuts. She was wearing the wireless mic because she's walking around the kitchen, and you don't want to have the wire dangling all over the place. Even though we have 12 feet of wire, you don't really want 12 feet of wire.
New Horizons. He gave you the recipe, so you have to put a little effort in. Oh Lord, Happy Place Diaries.
Yeah, I saw that. That's
Mm-mm.
that's what I was thinking too. So
Hey y'all, don't forget tonight we're gonna have a great Tuesday night show. We're gonna have the Fortner Brothers for Christ, and we done a sound check yesterday, and I found out that their daddy, who is one of my best friends, they're from right here in Rangeville, and so their daddy had been raising them on some good Southern rock and gospel and some little bit of our kind of music and gospel music mixed together. So tonight you may get a little bit of both. I really don't know what all you're going to get, but I know one of the songs you're going to get, and I specifically requested it, and so they're going to lead off with that one, and I think y'all are really going to love them. A bunch of young boys that are super, super, super talented. And so we're also going to have RV on the wayside. We're going to get an update on the wreck, and we're going to let him tell you what he holds the world record in. And so that's going to be exciting, I'm sure. So anyway, so I think I heard Northwood RV in here.
I
I
don't
think
think
I
so.
heard they broke the 1,000 subscriber mark.
They did. They broke it yesterday. They sure did. That's a big milestone. Um, so happy for them. I'm not sure where they're at on hours though. I can't remember. I know Corey mentioned it on a live stream last week where they were at, but I can't remember what he said. So, but if you're so inclined, would like to go over to Northwoods RV Life and run their playlist on as many YouTube accounts as you have, I'm sure they'd appreciate it.
Yeah. Yeah, everybody needs that time. My wife is texting me.
Well, we're not on the edge anymore of 4,000.
Oh,
We're near the edge. We're not on the edge. We're near the edge.
near the edge.
Yeah. Well, we're over halfway, so that's not the edge. So, but we're barely over halfway.
I was Tammy asked if Miss Amy McFarland's masks are ready to ship, and I said yes, they are. So making sure I get caught up. And meant to be RVing. I am working on yours. Because I'm trying to find some fabric on some of the ones that you ordered. I think I'm going to be out on at least one of the ones that you ordered, but I'm still looking. So I'll get back with you on that here in a little bit. So
Well, that's right. Roy and Becky still need hours. I didn't realize they needed hours. I thought they were good.
yeah. So if you are over if you're over, let's say, if you're over 3,000 watch hours, put how many hours you have in the chat, and that way everybody can come over and start running your list. I tell you what, if you're over 2,000 watch hours, put your watch hours in the list. At least you're going downhill.
That's right. Johnny's Journey had a good question. That she ran Corey's playlist on the 27th. If I log out of my account and use a different computer at home, will that count? Maybe, probably, because YouTube looks at the account, including no account. You don't even have to be logged in at all, and because it counts as a view, and the watch time counts. So you don't have to be logged into YouTube at all to run somebody's playlist. But if they're all coming from the same IP address, YouTube may or may not ignore some of it. And it's really kind of hit or miss from what I've understood and seen. So if you've got what I do when I try to run somebody else's playlist, I turn the Wi-Fi off on my phone and I run it on my phone and I run it on my computer and then I know it's two different IP addresses and two different accounts. So I know for a fact that it's at least running that much. You can try, and the worst that'll happen is it doesn't work.
Weekend RVers need 15 people to hit 1K.
I can't help you there
They're going to have a party.
I'm already subscribed. I can't help
Roy and Becky, all them accounts you have, you need to hit up Weekend RVing.
Yep.
I told Sweet Baby Roy the other day I needed 2 or 3 subs because I got tired of floating around the 175 or 170. And before I knew it, I had 175 thanks to him and Over the Hill RV. They hooked me up with several accounts, I think.
Yeah.
Happy Place Diaries needs a bunch of subs.
Yeah, and I still can't figure out why he doesn't have more.
I can't either.
I tell him this all the time.
You see all these good channels and they don't have the subscribers. I don't know. I just don't, because I think there's a lot of these channels I put like way above the quality of channel than I am. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, and actually that's almost exactly the number of watch hours I have. Happy Place Diaries. That's almost exactly. Let me look real quick.
We're getting on the monetized side. I think we have like 1769.
I'm clicking on my monetization right now, and I am 2226 is where I am. So pretty close to Happy Place Diaries anyway.
Well, we really helped pull through sites this morning.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
they're at 60 from 44.
That was a good interview, and that was a good. The videos you showed were pretty good. They're pretty interested.
Yeah.
So I got some news to share.
Oh,
today.
Good deal. We love it when you share news.
Well, based on the prodding from KT at Slow Momentum, I have officially opened Tech Talk University as of today.
Oh, wow.
So if you look at the thumbnail for the 5:00 live stream today, it is different, and it does say Tech Talk University, and for a limited time only, everybody in this chat gets a free scholarship. You can come and you can come to the live stream for free for a limited time only.
Ah, sounds like a winner. Sounds like a winner. I love that.
Yeah. So we and KT was been joking with me about that for a long time about coming over and coming over to the Tech Talk University is what he kept calling, I believe. So that's why I just changed the name of it. Why not? Have some fun. And I got some drone news, but I'm not going to share all of it. But something in here is a game changer for anybody who's interested in drones. And I'm doing a video today, and I'll probably post it in a few days. What's in
I'm
that
going to
envelope?
guess. Don't tell me if I'm right or not, but I'm going to guess what's in that.
Okay,
Only
go for
because I watched RV Kid TV last night.
Okay.
I'm going to guess that it is. And don't tell me if I'm wrong or not. I'll see tonight when I watch it. I'm going to say you got decals for your drone so you can see it better. That's my guess. Everybody else put in your guess, and then you got to go watch tonight or whenever he puts the video out. And
it won't be tonight. Right. It won't be tonight.
So whenever Michael puts this video out, that means all of y'all will have to go watch that guess and see if you're right. So, and when you go over there, I mean, watch it and tell him that we sent you guys over there, because that way he knows that when he gives y'all teasers that you guys are supporting him. So when he comes up here and teaches us how to do things, he's getting a little bit of payback for it. So,
and we're going to be talking about how to make your videos better today with Dustin from Wayward Wags, talking about B-roll, thumbnails, transitions, all that good stuff.
I like on your Combat Cafe, I like how you switch, and I just ain't got the patience for doing great videos, I guess, but I like how you switch from the camera pointing at them, then the camera pointing at you, and it sort of breaks it up.
Yeah, that was actually really easy to do, to be honest with you, because we had two cameras rolling the whole time, one pointing at them and one pointing at me, and with Filmora you can lay video tracks on top of each other, but you can only see one at a time. So I just looked through. I just listened. I listened to the whole thing. So when it got to a point where I was asking a question, I would stop and I would kind of look and I would cut out the camera that's on them. I would cut that video out, and then and my video with me was already there to begin with. So it just sat there. I just added some transitions on either side and it's done.
Yeah.
A lot of people will do it trying to find the spot, cut it, and then find the other spot they want to, and then put it in. That's pretty hard. I just laid them on top of each other. Jerry Holly asked something about Part 107 information. I don't know anything about Part 107 because I bought a drone that doesn't require a license, so I'm good. So I looked at all Part 107's drone license for those of you who don't know what that is, and I'm probably still going to get one anyway. Because one of the big things about the drone that can get you into trouble if you're a monetized channel is, regardless of the weight of the drone or the size of the drone, if you're flying a drone for commercial purposes, no matter what size it is, if it's for commercial purposes, in other words, you're making money off of that footage, you have to have a license. So even if you're flying one of those little miniature, indoor size of the size of a wasp drones, if you're putting that footage on a monetized YouTube video, or you're selling that video, then that's commercial and you need a license.
So how hard is it to get drone license? Is it different, or do you have to attend a class, or is it just like ham radio license? You study for the test and take it.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't, like I said, I've looked at it. I've looked at some of the requirements. It's really just taking a test, and there's a lot of companies out there that offer test preparation, for a fee, of course. And so, but I haven't looked in it. I looked at it seriously because right now it doesn't matter to me. And let's see. Yep, Happy Place Diaries talking about layer the tracks, look at the soundtracks, they match up, and you fade the tracks in. Yeah, that's pretty easy. Yep, Jerry. Oh, yeah, that's what I said. If you make any money, you will need it. Even Rocky. Yep. I mean, my drone right now is, well, it's the same one he got, the Mavic Mini. So it's below it's 1 gram below the minimum for requiring a license. So
He said his would go over by the time he added his decals.
yeah, and again, if you add decals or you add any accessories to it, now you're over. So technically, you should have a license. Now, there's a lot of technicalities with a drone. I don't want to turn this into a drone show, but I'll say this real quick. There's a lot of legalities with the drone that a lot of people don't realize. Like, one thing is the maximum ceiling you can fly a drone is 400 feet. So all those cool videos you've seen probably of somebody like at the Grand Canyon, and they fly the drone way up in the air and then they fly out over the canyon. Okay, now they're not, it's 400, it's not 400 feet from where they took off. It's 400 feet from where that drone's at. So once they fly out over that canyon and it's say 1,000-foot drop or whatever, so now they're flying that drone illegally, technically. I mean, is the drone police going to come out and get you? Probably not, but it's just something to think about, and then you make the decision on what you want to do based on that. And Sticker Mule just sent me a email for a coupon for something. So
is it 400 feet without a license or 400 feet period?
I think it's period, but I'm not sure.
So I had been thinking about, we got some great places to do drone footage, and I was just going to launch on the bluff because I can overlook the Tennessee River not from my house, but from a park down the road. And I was going to keep the drone on the bluff side and overlook the river.
There's a lot of good drone only channels that can give you information on this. I like to watch 51 drones, 51 drones, 51 space drones. It has a lot of good information about not just the Mavic Mini, but about all kinds of drones, legalities, and things like that around them. So,
what is watch hours? New Horizons answered that a little bit, but yeah, she answered it. But in case she missed it, it's every time somebody watches a video, we get minutes, and minutes add up to hours, and you have to have so many watch hours before YouTube will start paying you for the ads run on your channel.
Oh, check out Johnny's Journey. She's got the license. It's 400 feet. So there we go.
How hard was it, Johnny's Journey? How hard was it to get the license?
Yeah, I think it's just an online test. I think,
but again, you got a commercial license. So what does that mean? Do you have to have a commercial license if you use it for YouTube?
If you're using it to make money, that's what makes it commercial. Say, like right now, obviously, I'm not making any money off my YouTube videos, right?
Right.
So, and it's going to be a while before I do. So, it's just so right now I'm good.
if you do a drone video, even though you're not monetized now, when you do get monetized, it monetizes all your past videos.
Mm. Yeah, but I think I don't think it's going to be. And again, I'm not a lawyer, and I haven't studied the laws that closely either yet. But I think if it was footage you shot from a long time ago, it wasn't commercial footage when you shot it, so you shouldn't have to go back and get a license to cover it. In New Horizons, the Rangers of Smoky Mountains National Park said they see a drone fly, they will shoot it down. I kind of doubt that. That may have been a joke, but what they're really trying to get the point across is it's illegal to fly a drone, and depending on where you fly, they actually may very well shoot it down. Yeah, and now we're talking about watch hours. Yeah, if you're a content creator, don't just go into analytics and look at your watch time, because that won't tell you. As far as monetization goes, there's a link on the YouTube Studio website, not on the app on your phone, but you got to go to the website on your computer. There's a link in YouTube Studio. It says monetization. You click on it. It tells you hours and how many subscribers you have. And the hours are usually 1 or 2 days behind, especially if you've done a live stream lately. So the hours will very rarely match what you see in analytics. And if your channel's over a year old, it only goes back for 365 days. So every day you lose hours and gain hours if you're over a year old. And that's what happened to Papa Drew. He was over a year old, so he was losing hours and gaining hours every day. And Justin says here, yeah, getting monetized does not automatically monetize all your videos. You get to choose which videos you want to monetize. Yep, that's true too.
So, but like going back to what Michael was talking about, it's a rolling 365. So, or that's really impactful if you got somebody like Camper Life that had a video go viral. The closer he gets to a year anniversary of that video going viral, the day that video went viral, a year from that day, he's going to lose a bunch of watch time hours because they're going to drop off.
Yeah, but I don't think you need to keep the watch. I don't think you need to maintain 4,000 hours. I keep hearing different stories about that. Some people say you do have to maintain. Other people just say you have to maintain an active channel. So I'm not sure once you're monetized, what the actual rule is. Justin probably knows. He'll probably typing it in right now.
Yeah.
If he's not changing a diaper or something. And there's some trial bugs. Is why don't they just say 24,000 minutes when they're showing you your stats in minutes? They only show stats in minutes on the phone. They show stats in hours on the computer, and I don't know why. It doesn't make any sense. Because then you got to do math, and nobody wants to do math.
No.
But at the end of the day, here's the bottom line. If you're not making 4,000 watch hours even after you're monetized, you're probably not getting a lot of views, so you're not making much, if any, money anyway. So it really doesn't make any difference. So I mean, for a lot of people that like, okay, everybody, let's run these playlists. Let's run these playlists. Well, nobody's going to keep running these playlists, every day for 365, right? I mean, for everybody. So you need to just make sure you're concentrating on putting out good content. You put out good content, the watch out time comes and the views come. And views is how you get paid, not watch time.
And actually, to take away from that, if you'll concentrate on putting on something that people want to come and watch, your money sources will come. Probably your most money sources will come from something other than YouTube anyway. So
there's Justin. I knew he's the man. I don't care what anybody said. He's the man.
We could technically say that like our Epic RV Adventure received a sponsored item here the other day, And so that technically would make him quote monetized, and he has less than 1,000 subscribers. And our channel could technically be monetized because we receive money for our channel. So to say that there's other avenues of receiving money or financial gain, as in gifts or different avenues. So don't concentrate on making money off super chats or videos.
You
You'll
will
make
make
more money off super chats than you will videos.
you'll make more money outside of YouTube with your YouTube channel than you will from YouTube
Yeah.
if you play the game right. I mean, that until you get really really big. I mean, you
Blue
it's
Wave
just
Odyssey said the other day. Now his channel at the time probably had a little over 3,000. He's fixing to break 4,000 subscribers, but at the time I think he had 3,000. And he said the month previous he made $300. And so I would say that probably 90% of that was super chats.
yeah. And we've talked the super chat thing to death about how YouTube takes 30%, and if you use an iPhone, it takes another 30%. So I saw somebody got what was it, $100 super chat the other day or something like that. I can't remember who it was, but it was done on an iPhone, and you can tell because those are the ones that end in 99 cents. So if you see a super chat most of the time that ends at 99 cents, let's say $100. You do a super chat for $100 off your iPhone, it'll come up in the chat as $99.99, and that lets you know, as the content creator or the recipient of that it came from an Apple, and you're going to get that much of it because you're going to only get 40%. So that $100 super chat, that person got $40, 40.
So think about that.
Yeah.
Anything, if y'all see this link up here that says PayPal me in the tip jar, about every channel has one. And if you send a gift to them, they get 100%.
Yeah. And again, you're going to hear this on my live stream at 5:00 today too, and because you hear it on every time I come up on Gary's show or anybody else's, I say this: content is king.
Yeah.
If you want to know how to get subscribers, views, watch hour, it's all about content. You're not going to get it by making new friends. You'll get some, but if your new friends, if you still have crappy content, your new friends aren't going to watch it. They'll watch one or two videos at the beginning, and then they'll stop watching, and then you have a dead subscriber basically, or they may even just unsubscribe altogether. So that's why I always say the sub for sub stuff is a waste of time. You can get a lot of subscribers fast, but you're not going to get a lot of views. You're not going to get a lot of watch time. So it doesn't really do you any good. And matter of fact, it actually hurts you because YouTube looks at okay, let's say you have 1,000 subscribers. You have the holy grail, 1,000 subscribers, and you have 500 watch hours on 300 videos. Just throwing out makeup numbers, right? Okay, YouTube's going to look at that video, and the engagement from your subscriber base is going to be low because you probably got say 20 views on that video. So in all your videos as a channel, you're not getting a lot of engagement. So your videos are low engagement. You have a high subscriber count. So YouTube's going to look at that and say your videos suck. So I'm not going to promote them. So you're better off having a low subscriber count where the subscribers actually care and watch your stuff. That way you have a good percentage. And so then YouTube say, oh, those must be good videos. Let's promote them.
Happy Place Camping. There's two thoughts about that. I had always said that I didn't know if I wanted to do super chat, but then I heard a couple other channels explain why they were going to. If you look at the fact that we're offered a free platform, basically, YouTube makes money off advertising, right? They allow us to do all this for free. So if you look at the point of view of if the least we can do is give them a cut of the super chats, I like that. And I'm just going to throw this out here, and this is no offense to anybody that gives in super chat. There's people that it stirs up the crowd, and it is enjoyable. It's like, I guess, if you're walking by the entertainer on the corner of a street in New York, you throw $5 in it. It gets the crowd going. It gets the entertainers maybe performing better because people are interacting. So I see a need for super chats, even though it is a big percentage. I see a need in it. So I see both sides of it. I'm probably going to I'll probably have super chats if I ever get to that point for that very reason. What's your thoughts on that, Michael?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if you can disable super chats or not. Of course, you can always choose not to monetize your channel, and that'll definitely disable it right there. But for a lot of people too, it's the ease of it. They can just push that super chat button, put in a dollar amount, and send it to you. And even though clicking on your PayPal link isn't really any harder, for some people, it's just that little bit of extra effort is more than they really want to do. But so it's an avenue of revenue. Did I just make a rhyme?
Yep, you did. You nailed that one too, by the way.
That's copyrighted, trademarked.
Yep. That's like work watching.
That's right. That's like work watching. And Faux Pro, because that's my daughter. My daughter came up with that one. My daughter came up with Faux Pro years ago, almost a year ago. But it's an avenue. It's a source of revenue, just like Patreon. Patreon takes a cut.
Oh, by the way, let me throw this out here before I lose my thought. Patreon has a 40-cent platform fee plus commission. So they did not throw that out there. I never read that. So go ahead.
Yeah. So, and all these, and like Gary said, they're not doing this. They're allowing you to do it for free. Post a video, have a Patreon page, whatever, but they need to make money. I mean, this isn't, never mind, I'm not gonna go down that road. But they need to make money, and YouTube makes money by instead of creating their own content, like like the major networks, ABC, CBS, etc. They make their own content. They make TV shows. So it costs them money to make TV shows, and then they get advertisers to help pay for that cost, and they pay for more. And usually the cost of the advertising is more than the cost of making the show. That way we can watch the shows for free because the advertisers are footing the bill. Well, same with YouTube. It's the same setup, except where we are making the content instead of YouTube. So give them a cut. I mean, because if you don't, eventually, if they stop making enough money, whatever they deem as enough money, then your PayPal membership, your subscription to PayPal, your account is going to have a monthly fee attached to it.
Right.
And again, that's just, who knows? That could be a million years down the road. So don't start thinking just because I said that YouTube is thinking about charging people like all the things you see on Facebook all the time. If you don't share and repost this, Facebook's going to start charging you. That's just junk. Yeah. So don't take what I said as it's not even a rumor. It's just something I made up.
So another thing to think about, like I said, they give us a platform. They allow us. This Silver State K9 is a sponsor one-on-one. Me with them. I don't. YouTube don't get any part of that, but they allow us to have that. You see what I'm saying? So not only are they giving us all this, they allow us outside income, and all they ask for is a cut out of our super chats, and they give us a cut of advertising. So I mean, you think about it. I mean, who is going to give you airtime on a major network for free?
Yeah, and
YouTube is a major network right now.
Yeah, and think about like this too, Gary. I mean, yeah, you as a content creator, if you're monetized, you get a cut of the advertising revenue that YouTube makes off the videos, off the ads they play on your videos. But you get a tiny cut. You get a minuscule cut of that advertising revenue. on the super chats, YouTube is getting a significant cut because I don't remember. I think it's a single digit percentage that a content creator gets off the ad revenue. It's single digit, so under 10%. So YouTube's getting 30% of your super chat. So the percentages aren't, equitable or equal between the two things. So you can look at it that way. So again, it's your decision. You do what you want. And I've seen a lot of channels, excuse me, that actually just the super chat button's there, so I guess you can't disable it or they don't know how. But they say if you want to send money to us, please don't use super chat. Use our PayPal link. So they say that, and I'll say that a lot throughout the course of their live stream. They'll say, don't use the super chat. Please use the PayPal link below. And again, it's their prerogative. They can do what they want.
I'd a lot rather pay. Happy Place Diary made a good comment. I want to put it up here. If YouTube stops making money, they'll start charging to have a channel. I agree. I had a lot rather pay them a cut of my super chat than to have to pay them a monthly fee to have my channel. That way, if your channel's making money, they get a cut. If your channel's not making money, guess what? They don't get a cut. So it's gotta go both ways.
Yep, that's right. That's right. So I mean, just think about it. I mean, and again, for the vast majority of people in this community, super chats aren't really amounting to that much. I mean, once in a while, like when Bob had his, celebration live stream, he brought in a lot of super chat money. He had 380 people in the room because that was, so things like that will generate a lot of super chat. But on your normal, this is my weekly live stream, you're not going to get, usually, at least the folks I've seen in this community, you're not going to get hundreds and hundreds of dollars in super chat money.
Yeah. I think it's fun to watch. I think it's fun. I mean, like I said, it's just like the banjo player standing on a street corner in New York. People throwing money. That's got to motivate that artist to perform better, to give more to that, like to pay maybe more attention to the person throwing it in, or to give the whole crowd a good time. It's depressing, I would think, as an entertainer, especially on a street corner, to pour your heart and soul out into something and nobody ever drop a dollar into the bucket.
Well, we did it too. First of all, I want to say goodbye to Happy Place Diaries.
See you, Happy Place Diaries. Thanks for bye.
But we all do that as content creators. We all put out a video that we thought was going to be good and got 5 views, or some small amount of views compared to the videos you just were throwing out there. We've all made that one video we thought was really, really good, and it was just a total bomb once we uploaded it. But if you really want, to push, getting funds, you need to talk about them in your videos. Gary mentions his sponsors and the I got to point the right way and the PayPal link every so often during his live streams, and that's what you're supposed to do, especially with your sponsors. I mean, he's got them, up here. His Patreon's down here. That's awesome. That's what you as a content creator should be doing, because your sponsors aren't paying you money just so you can keep doing what you're doing. They're paying you money so you can keep doing what you're doing, plus give them some exposure as well. That's what sponsorships is. So,
sponsorship don't always have to be obvious. Sponsorship could be.
That's right. They don't always have to be obvious.
Yeah, sponsorship could be shouting out channels a lot that help you, and help comes in a lot of different ways.
I'm looking for a sponsor here. I'm not actually sponsored.
Something that as a business owner, I put a value in everything. So, for instance, Michael comes on here all the time, and he gives us value. Other than his friendship, he gives us value. Like, he teaches us how to do things. So in return, we need to go over there and support him. That he don't ask for anything. he likes for us to come watch his channel and support his channel. That's all he asked for. It cost us zero. That's the least we could do. So you have to put value in that. So if somebody is all the time helping you with technical issues behind the scenes, you need to treat that as a value, what that is worth, and at least offer them something back in return, obvious or not obvious. Most of the time, the people that does that don't want anything in the spotlight. So you have to be creative in how you support those people, and but don't ever forget the people that help you in that process.
Nurse on Trial Bugs wants to know what the cut YouTube takes on the join function versus what Patreon takes. That's a great question. I'm not sure if the membership or the join, and for those you don't know, I'm talking about. Used to be only big YouTube channels had the. If you look right next to the subscribe button, they had a join button, and it's really kind of the same thing as Patreon, but it's on the YouTube platform. So if you join, it's a monthly membership of whatever the content creator chooses to charge you, and then they provide content that regular subscribers can't see, whether that be videos, outtakes, information, pictures, meetups, whatever. It's whatever the content creator wants. Now I don't know what cut of that they get because they just started really rolling that out to the smaller channels. I mean, it used to be, I think you had to have like 10 or 15,000 subscribers to have that join function. And I think now they're rolling it out, or it has been rolled out to all the monetized channels. So, and I think that's because ad revenue is really tanked over the last couple of months, from what I hear. Where some channels were making, hundreds of dollars a month, they're now making tens of dollars a month. And even though their views are the same, it's just the revenue is just not there for whatever reason.
They keep putting out different things that enhances the channels, and that goes back to what I said a while ago. Giving them a cut of super chat is a small, even though it hurts, but I think if your chat knows the cut and they still want to do it, I think it's a great way of paying YouTube back, and it is fun. I mean, it's just fun seeing people throw things, and it riles up the chat. It rouses up the entertainers.
But depending on, and Roy and Becky said,
hey, Michael, I'm gonna leave you with it a second. I need to run in yonder just a second.
All right. So Roy and Becky that said their memberships will be the divide on YouTube. I'm on the fence about them. I'm not really sure either, but I mean, if you're going to have a Patreon page, then you probably might as well have a YouTube membership page. And again, it just depends on how the fees come into play. If it's more economical for a channel to have Patreon because they get more of the money than from the YouTube membership, then go with Patreon. And so for us, I think it would be whichever way puts more money in the pockets of veterans charities, because all the money we get from any of our sources, 100%, minus whatever admin fees. So if you're a Patreon member for us, or you send us money through our PayPal link, 100% goes to a local veterans charity. So we're keeping none of it for ourselves. So I see jealousy taking over the memberships. I'm not sure. I'm not really sure what the jealousy would be with that, because it's no different than having a Patreon page, except for the fact that in a live stream, if you're a member of that channel, it does show you at the top of the live stream, like it would with a super chat. It shows member in a different color. So the fact you're a member of that channel, if you're in that live stream, it will be shown to everybody.
So, good deal.
Misty wants to know: do you have to pay for live streams? Yes and no. There are many applications out there that you can pay for, but there's also many applications out there that are free. So Gary, because he's big money man over here now with all of his sponsors. He's going to be like a NASCAR driver pretty soon. He's going to come on, have all the patches on his shirt and on
I
his
got some
hat.
swag coming. I've been told by my sponsor.
And actually, he and I say that because he sent me a text the other day when he got his first sponsor. He said he said he was a NASCAR driver now or something like that in the text. But like Gary's using StreamYard, right? You're still using StreamYard.
Yeah, StreamYard. Yeah.
But he's using the paid version because a sponsor paid for it. I use the free version because nobody's paying for it. And the free version, you get 20 hours of live streams a month. That's a lot of live streaming, unless you're, that guy.
Unless you run a morning talk show 7 days a week.
That guy, I don't know if you're a Jerry, if you're a Gary, if you're a Bob, if you're a KT. Well, Bob's not as bad as he used to be. Beginning of the year, Bob went live a lot trying to get his hours. But the Gary and the Jerry, those two guys, that Jerry Holly guy and that Gary guy, yeah, they're live streaming fiends. Teresa meant to be RVing, starting to become a live stream fiend as well. Nothing wrong with that at all. But just remember, you get 20 hours free per month with StreamYard. Then you can use those hours up and you can go live using another application. There's at least 3 that the community uses a lot: Prism, Streamlabs, StreamYard, and 4, OBS Studio. So between the 4 of them, you can pretty much live stream whenever you want without paying a dime.
And that's
from
how
any
we
platform.
started this.
Yeah.
Also with Prism, another perk to free Prism is you can live stream from your phone.
Yeah. Prism, you can live stream from your phone, no matter how many. Now, once you have 1,000 subscribers, you can live stream from your phone directly from the YouTube app. But before then, you can use Prism or Streamlabs, not StreamYard, Streamlabs. Those two you can stream from your phone.
Also, another thing that I would say, if you're going to do live streams, and
hang on, I want to address this real quick, Gary, because Roy or Becky, I think it's Roy, is on here. So he's talking about a creator getting jealous of someone being a member of one channel and not another. Yeah, and I get what you're saying. Like I'm a member of your channel, so whenever I go to your live streams, it shows me as being a member. But when I go to Gary's live stream, I'm not a member of his, so it doesn't show me. And Gary notices that and gets mad. Yeah, I can see that happen. Excuse me, just for a second. I got a whiny dog. Come here, Talon. Do you need to go outside?
The only thing I'm going to say with that is people join channel. This is my take on it. People join channels because they have a connection. It don't mean they think any less of the other, but that's just like admission work. I may feel led to give one of my friends some financial support through, say, my mission organization. I may feel led to do that, but I might not feel led to give financial support to your cause. You do that from the heart. That don't mean that I think less than your cause, and so stuff like that don't offend me. So, say Roy wanted to be a member of our Epic RV Adventure, that wouldn't offend me because I know that he would feel led to support that. So that's how I look at it, and that's really how you need to look at it. If you want to be a member of somebody's channel, you need to be a member of somebody's channel. Don't let that stand in your way because you're doing it because you feel led to do it from, you just have feelings that lead you to that, whether it be the Lord leading you that way or you just have a gut that you need to help somebody. You may have something, your senses may sense that they're having a bad day and you want to perk them up, or you want to help them get started because you're financially doing better than maybe somebody else, and you want to, just like Mel and Nettie, they've helped a couple of channels in a big way lately, but they felt led to do that. Have they helped every channel? No. Are we all, is there a bunch of people mad that they didn't help everybody. There's no way they can help everybody. But guess what? I'm ecstatic at the 2 people they help. You see what I'm saying? And that's the way we should be. If Roy wanted to go help another channel and be a member, I'm going to be ecstatic because they got a member. You see what I'm saying? We should be happy. That's like the other day with the drone deal. Everybody should be happy that somebody wanted to give RV kids money for a drone. I would not let what somebody might think or get their feelings hurt because I felt led to say be a member of our Epic RV Adventure. That's my thought.
So what did I miss?
I just basically, in a nutshell, said that you can't let what other people think dictate what your heart says to do.
Right. Here's what I say about, and again, if you come to any, and again, I'm not plugging my live streams, but I say it every time on my Tuesday afternoon tech talk. You need to worry about you. You watch the videos that you want to watch. Don't feel obligated to watch anybody else's. And you shouldn't get your feelings hurt if nobody watches yours, but you're watching theirs. Just because you like their stuff doesn't mean that they like your stuff. And they honestly, while it's a courtesy to reciprocate that, you cannot watch everybody's videos, make a meaningful comment, and all that good stuff on 700 some odd people. You just can't. So, because then it's your life. I mean, your entire life would be YouTube, and some people do that, and they're okay with that, and that's fine. But for me, I say you watch what you want to watch, and I mean, there's people on this chat right now that do not watch my stuff, and I know that, and I have no problems with that whatsoever. They may or may not even be subscribed to me. I don't know. I don't care. And when I say I don't care, I'm not trying to be flippant about it, but not everybody likes what I put out. I don't like what everybody else puts out. And so I don't expect everybody to watch my stuff.
If you start, and I don't mean this offensive to anybody, but if you start letting the audience, who's watching or who's not watching, dictate what your videos look like, you'll quit being real. You'll be fake. It'll be a scripted play. And that's not why your true subscribers are watching you. They're watching you because they love you being you.
Right.
If you let the chat decide who you are, then you're not being yourself.
Right. And
Roy and Becky, I would not cancel the membership. And I think Michael at our Epic RV Adventure would back that up.
Yeah, I'm not sure what membership you're or to who, and it doesn't matter.
They said they were thinking about canceling membership because of what other people might get their feelings hurt.
Nope. And just worried about someone thinking it's favoritism when it's actually not. Well, it is favoritism. There's channels you like to watch their videos, and there's channels you don't like. There's people. Okay, here's the thing that's kind of a quandary. You may actually really like the person. You may actually really love Raul's Ravioli channel. I was trying to think of a name that we didn't have in the community. Raul's Ravioli channel. You may really like Raul a lot. He's a nice guy, but his videos are crap. But you like him. So are you doing him a favor by watching his videos and talking about how great his videos are in the comments, or talking about how great his videos are in a live stream like this? No, you're doing him no favors. He's not going to grow if his videos are crap, but everybody around him is just trying to not want to hurt his feelings and say, oh, this is the greatest thing since sliced bread. We love Raul's Ravioli channel. No, you got to say it in love as a friend. You know what? You really need to work on your videos, I think. Not just, if you want to be somebody's friend, friendship means more
Honesty.
than it means honesty. Yeah. So you got to be friends in the good and the bad. And we did some channel reviews on my Tuesday show a couple of weeks ago, and we probably hurt some people's feelings, either the ones we were actually doing the review on, or the ones who were watching that review and saw their channel had the same mistakes or errors. But again, that's kind of on you. I mean, if you ask for honest feedback and you don't like what you hear, that's your problem, not my problem. And if you want to grow as a channel, I mean, really grow. Organically grow. Then you have to put out good quality content. So you have to take that feedback, and then you move forward. And if somebody gets their feelings hurt because you're a subscriber to somebody else's because somebody else's channel and not theirs, then they, number one, if they're a friend of yours, they should tell you, hey, I'm kind of offended or upset that you're subscribing to Raul's channel but not mine. Okay. Number one, if they're a friend, they should do that. And then number two, you should honestly say, well, I'll be honest with you. I've told you before, I don't really care for your videos. I love you as a person, but I don't care for your videos. And if they're really a friend, they'll be okay with that. And if they're not okay with that, then they're not really a friend, are they? Yeah. And when I say don't care for the videos, I don't mean the videos stink. It's just they're not something you're interested in.
Yeah.
Right? Like if it's a lasagna video, we know Gary's not going to watch it because he doesn't like lasagna.
Not a lasagna guy. I
That's
haven't
right.
even watched Michael's, and Michael's one of my best friends.
Yeah.
But I probably will watch it down the road. But
And it's a great video for me, at least in my mind. And Jerry just said he has 850 friends and have only put out 4 or 5 videos, and he loved the feedback he got the other day. Yeah, and I appreciate that Jerry, and the feedback you got was basically the same feedback I got because it was from the same people, and we were both doing the same things that we probably shouldn't be doing, and I'm still doing some of those things I shouldn't be doing.
I've changed some of the stuff that I do because y'all threw Jerry under the bus so bad. I felt so bad. I went in and changed all of it.
Yeah. But I mean, that's just the nature of the beast. And I've had conversations with fellow community members, one-on-one conversations. I was like, you know what? I love you as a person, as a friend, but your videos just aren't for me. They're just
I'm
not
looking
my
for
cup of tea.
Port Ryan sponsor, Forever Land RV. I'm looking
Hey, there you
for
go.
a Port Ryan sponsor.
Yeah, and Misty put up a good point here. She may not be interested in some of the videos some people put out, but she loves her live streams. Yeah. And that's fine. You watch what you like to watch. Even with the channels I really love, if I look at the title of a video and it's not something that interests me, like a lot of the channels we watch are they're fifth wheel couples. So they have fifth wheels. So if they do a video about, the kind of hitch they use, I really don't care because we don't have a fifth wheel. So I'm not going to watch it. I mean, I may watch it if I'm bored, or I may let it run in the background at some point in time just because I like those people, just to give them the watch time if they need it, if they're trying to get their 4,000 or whatever. But why would I take 20 or 30 minutes of my time watching something I really have zero interest in? I mean, there's some community members here that are either currently considering quitting YouTube altogether or have considered it multiple times already since I've been a member of this community since December that I know of personally. As they've told me, I'm either thinking about quitting it altogether or I've thought about it, and here's why. And it all boils down to the same thing. They're trying to keep up with everybody. They're trying to watch everybody's videos, make a comment on everybody's video and all that stuff, and you just can't. As the community continues to grow, you couldn't do this back in December when the community was small. You definitely can't do it now. So you watch who you want to watch and don't worry about everybody else. And I mean, if I got my feelings hurt, I mean, we all do live streams on here, just about all these content creators, but I have 750 some odd subscribers. So my live stream should have at least 300 people in them. If you do the math, right? At least half.
Well,
I barely pull 40 in. So
Blue Wave's about to hit 4,000. He has about 80 to 100.
Yeah. So, and I've seen channels with 5 or 6. I've seen one channel with like over 10,000 subscribers, and they can't even pull double digits on a live stream.
I was in Patreon the other day, and I think Nursing Our Travel Bug mentioned about waiting till there was a bigger channel maybe to do Patreon. I'm not going to name the name of the channel, but they're a big channel. They have 9 Patreon. We have a lot less subscribers than they have, and we have 2. I think it's the personal, like we're all personal. The smaller you are, the more personal you are. And so I think that I think you actually probably have a better chance of getting Patreon members when you're small as to when you're big.
Well, the Patreon memberships really, I think you could really get them in, especially in your case, because you're doing live streams. So you're making a connection. You're making a personal connection with people, much more than you can make with a video. It's really hard to make a personal connection with somebody in a video unless that video really resonates with that viewer, and then you start having that back and forth chat either in the comments or via email. So, but here you're having that interaction, like you said, some of your best friends, and probably lifelong friends are they're here with us right now, right? And you didn't know any of us a few months ago,
Right.
and that's only because of live streams.
Yeah.
And a lot of channels either don't or very rarely do live streams, and when they do live streams, they're not really, they're just, they have a topic they're talking about. They talk about the topic. They may or may not take a question from the audience, and then the live stream's over. So they're not really interacting with the audience.
I think. Go ahead.
Roy's too addicted to quit now.
Yeah.
Did we ever figure out if that's Roy or Becky or both of them? Because I stepped away.
Usually Roy, sweet baby Roy,
Yeah.
by the way, sweet baby Roy.
Yeah.
I think that a lot of I think that interaction to me, and I thought that from day one, but that's with anything I've ever done. That's even with my business. If I interact with my customers and stay connected, we get more business from them.
Yep, absolutely.
And so if I stay interactive with our people that watch our videos, which how is the only way we can do that?
Mhm.
Live stream.
Yep.
So if I stay connected with you guys, if I see y'all my dad goes and drinks coffee with a bunch of guys every morning. I used to go with him a lot, but anyway, he goes up every morning, 7 days a week, and drinks coffee with this group of people. Do you know who they're going to do business with if they need dozer work done? Dad.
Absolutely done. Yep.
And that's the same way it
100%.
works in YouTube because of why they can trust them.
Yep. And I'll give you some great examples right here of what I've been talking about, and I'll use Roy and Becky. I very rarely get in on their live streams, and it's not because I love Roy and Becky, but it's just it always seems to be a timing thing that I miss it for whatever reason. So it's not that I don't want to be a part of it. I'm not there, but at the same time, I'm not trying to plan my day around Roy and Becky's live stream or anybody else's live stream for that matter. If the live stream fits in my day, I'll watch it. If that live stream has something specific going on that I'm interested in, like a TV show, right? If there's a TV show coming on or a ball game coming on, if we ever do ball games again, coming on, that you'll work your day around so you can watch that. And so the same with live streams and videos in general. Live your life first, everything else second. So that includes YouTube. So I'm telling you not to spend all your time watching YouTube videos, including mine and especially mine. And not a lot of people will tell you that, but I'm just being honest. I'm not going to watch all your stuff. I'm going to watch what I can when I can, if it interests me, and I expect y'all to do the same. And my viewer count and my watch time, my videos proves that everybody who's watching my stuff is following the same philosophy I am. Because of the couple hundred people in this community, we all should be getting at least 300 to 400 views per video on every video we put out, and we don't. So
right.
Don't get your feelings hurt over it. I know people who have emailed me saying, "Hey, we missed your live stream. I'm so sorry." And I always say the same thing, or they've even put it in the comments. Don't worry about it. It's okay. I'm not upset with you, and I mean it. Now, if I ask you to watch something and you don't, after a week or two, I might get a little irritated. Like if you don't watch my lasagna video,
I know it.
which is only like 10 minutes long, 10 minutes of your day.
I know it. I got to watch it. That and Shelly's Donuts.
Well, my videos, I think it's funny. Shelly's video is seriously good too.
Anything with donuts is serious business.
That's right. Donuts and bird dogs, which I never even heard of a bird dog before. But that was good stuff. Oh, you just read Roy's comment too?
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, we've all been there, Roy. And yeah, I'm kind of getting in a little bit of trouble right now, but luckily Shelly's on the phone with her mom, so I'm buying time.
Misty, the best way to get started with a channel is do it.
Misty, I knew. Well, we have kind of been watching live stream. I'm not live streams, but YouTube kind of religiously since about this time last year. I mean, we watch videos. I mean, everybody has, right? We watch videos off and on, but we were looking to buy it. We were thinking about downsizing from the RV we had last year, so we were looking at videos about that, and then we decided that no, we don't need to downsize. We need to upsize. So then we started looking at videos about that, and so. It needs to be a 12-week program, probably, Jerry. Yeah, a nice 12-step program. And we found a lot of channels like, Keep Your Daydream, You Me the RV, Changing Lanes, Nomadic Fanatic, Wayward Wags, and Happy Place Diaries. Like I keep telling Jerry, I've been following his for about a year. And then we went on a trip where we're posting tons of pictures and videos on Facebook, and our daughter said, I'm going to unsubscribe I'm going to unfriend you on Facebook if you keep posting all this cool stuff. Find somewhere else to put it. So we said, oh, why don't we just start a YouTube channel? Because that's what everybody else does. So just start a YouTube channel. Seriously. If you already have just upload a video. Doesn't have to be anything special.
All right, guys. I think I better go to work or I'm going to be unemployed on YouTube because Tammy will take this computer and put it out in the garden.
Yeah. Yeah. And Roy's running off too, I guess. And I got to run off. I got to get some lunch and get some stuff done.
Everybody, don't forget tonight we're going to have a new music group and we'll have RV on the Wayside. And y'all do not want to miss either. It's going to be fun, hour and a half of fun. And you might learn something, You might learn something about RV on the Wayside that you didn't know.
And looking forward to that.
So anyway, I got to get to work before the wife gets hold of me. Thanks for coming up, Michael.
5 Eastern, the first official class for Tech Talk University today. 5 Eastern. Be there. Free scholarships, limited time only.
And tonight, Daydream show, 9:30 Eastern. And so we'll go an hour and a half of this pure deal fun. So, but catch Michael, Tech Talk, and catch us later on in the night. We own Tuesday nights. I mean, between our Epic RV adventure and us, I mean, hey, they could just only have us on Tuesday night and be a hit. So
hit that thumbs up before you leave if you hadn't already.
All right. Love you guys. Y'all guys have a great day. See you, Michael. And you guys don't work too hard. And all you out there, have a great day. And I'll see you tonight. And then those that don't make it tonight, I'll see you guys in the morning. Thanks for the interaction, because when y'all interact, it helps the show keep going and it keeps it on something that y'all are interested in. So love you guys. See ya.